My Hebrew Israelite brothers and sisters, 12 tribes of Israel scattered all over the earth. Welcome back. This is your Moray, Dr. Yeshua, and we just want to take this moment again to say thank you. Thank you so much for your subscriptions. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your comments. And thank you for your prayers. My brothers and sisters, let me encourage you that if you have friends or loved ones who have not subscribed to this channel, we're going to ask you to encourage them to subscribe. Invite them to be a part of the Bible studies that you are enjoying, and encourage them. You know that, my brothers and my sisters? If you have a household and every member of the family has a cell phone and they have not subscribed, you can encourage each of them to subscribe. Okay? Each of the person there can subscribe. And then when you subscribe and you view the sessions, please like. Please like. We're getting a lot of views. People are viewing it. But we're not getting as many likes as we would like to have. We would like to have some likes. My brothers, my sisters, it encourages us when we see the views and the likes. That help to encourage us and let us know that the viewing audience are enjoying. Okay, so please, we're going to encourage you to invite your friends and your loved ones to subscribe, to like, and also to send in your comments. And then, if you are an awakening believer, we're going to ask you to continue to pray. Pray for me. Pray for my family. A matter of fact, not only for Hebrew Israelite brothers and sisters, but for brothers and sisters who are Gentile believers, and you watch this channel, I'm going to ask you also to subscribe and like and send your comments in, and also to pray. Praise His holy name. Praise His holy name. So we stopped in the last session. I remember we are in Psalm 31, and we're dealing with commitment to Yahuwah. And we stopped at verse 7 last time. We didn't complete verse 7 in the last session, so we're going to continue on that. He said, I will be glad and rejoice in thy mercy, for thou hast considered my trouble. Thou hast known my soul. Thou hast known my soul in adversities. All right. So, we did talk about the word consider there. And you know what his troubles are. David's trouble was his enemies. He was surrounded by them. Okay. And for many, many years, he had to be fighting wars, fighting with his own family members, his own kindred at times. Yet, Yahuwah gave him strength, and he could have turned aside, but he trusted in Yahuwah. And at a lot of part of his life, Yahuwah gave him rest, okay, from his enemies. But thou hast known my soul in adversities. All right, so we're going to look at the word known here. To know is yada. It is yod, dalet, and again. And this word here, my brothers and sisters, is to know. Yahuwah knows. In other words, he acknowledges. He is acquainted with. You know, he is surely is aware of what's going on. So from the primitive root, to know here is to be, to assert by saying. Yahuwah sees it, and it's using a great variety of senses. And my brothers and my sisters, what it's saying here, he cares. He recognizes what's going on. Nothing is hidden from him. Nothing is hidden from him. He acknowledges, acquainted with it, my brothers and my sisters. And he advises. He advances. He answers. And also, my brothers and my sisters, we want to notice here that it is surely, being aware of what's going on, my brothers and my sisters, is like, let me say that, he comprehends. Sometimes something is going on with you and you share it with your friends, and so they're not really aware of it. Sometimes they say, okay, yeah, and then sometimes they say, okay, let me pray with you. And let me pray with you. Let me pray with you. And they pray with you, but they're still, and sometimes the prayer is coming from a heart of sincerity. But then they're still not sure, they don't know, because they're not really familiar with what's going on. Because you have not declared to them, and so in this sense, then the prayer is, in a sense, maybe diligent, but it can't be as diligent as if they're really aware or they take to heart what is going on. It's not just want to just pray to get rid of you. Like, some kinfolk, they pray to get rid of you, and they say, okay. And they give you a little help here and they give you a little help there. But deep down, they say, you know what, I'm getting tired of this thing. But Yahuwah is not like that. And David knew that when he called out to Yahuwah, that Yahuwah is not a procrastinator. Sometimes, we call out to people and, okay, we're going to do this, and they procrastinate. They're going to do it, but it takes forever for them to do it. Yahuwah is not like that. Okay? He's not like that. He's able to give us relief, and he has respect for us. And let me tell you what, we are serving a Yahuwah who is skillful. We're showing that he is skillful. We're showing that he's sure. We're showing that he understands, and he has understanding, my brothers and sisters. It's not like us. It takes us a while for us to get it. But Yahuwah, he knows what's going on. Praise his holy name. Praise his name. So he said, thou hast known my soul. So, look here. He considered our trouble. And he said he knows our soul in adversity. The word soul here is nephesh. And it is nun, fe, and shin. And it is a soul, a living being, a life. A self, a person, desire, passion, appetite, emotion. That's the word here. It is what Yahuwah did when he blew in the breath of life, and man become a living soul, a living being. It's a breathing creature, And those of us who know him we are his people, and he makes us, my brothers and sisters, and he created us with vitality, and we have bodily form, we have mental capacity, we can breathe, we have desire. So that's how he made us. And my brothers, my sisters, he gives us the ability to, we have pleasure. We are soul. Praise his holy name. Praise his name. Praise his name. Praise his holy name. And my brothers and my sisters, we just want to let you know that there is nothing that is too hard. Nothing. Nothing too hard for Yahuwah. He's aware of what's going on in our lives. Praise his holy name. He said, he know that our soul is in adversities. All the problems, all the struggles that we have. All the problem, all the struggle that we have. Nafesh, our soul. And in verse 8, he said, and has not shut me up into the hand of the enemy. My brothers, my sisters, when people see trouble, they run. Okay? It's like you're traveling with someone and you think the person has the ability to help fight off the enemy. And then as you journey down the road or the highway or wherever, the enemy come out at you, a bandit or whatever, and the person who you think have the ability to help fight up, you in your mind you say, I'm safe with this person. But when they see trouble, the person just run, it just disappear. And listen, you are left to face that enemy. You are left to face, you're alone standing there to face that bandit. Who you gonna call? Who you gonna call? My brothers and sisters, we got to call on to Yahuwah. You listen to this. In verse 8, the psalmist is saying here that Yahuwah has not shut me up into the hand of the enemy. In other words, leave me to myself to fight, because I can't manage it. Oh, the enemy gonna just swallow me up now. Oh my goodness, what can I do? Listen what he said. In this time of problem, in this time of trouble, my brothers, my sisters, in this time of difficulties, in these moments of adversities, Yahuwah is not going to turn his back on us. Yahuwah is going to be there to help us. And might as well we trust him because we have nobody else to trust. Yahuwah is not going to leave us on our own. He said, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will not fear any evil. Why? Because thou hast with me. Yahuwah is with me. His rod and his staff, they comfort me. And my brothers and sisters, all this going on is in the presence of our enemies. In the presence of our enemies, Yahuwah is making us prosper. He said, prepares a place, a table for us. Praise his holy name. He said, thou hast not shut me up into the hands, or into the hand of my enemy, or the enemy. This is what he said. He said, thou hast set my feet in a large place. In other words, in these times of trouble, difficulties, Yahuwah advances us up. He lifts us up. He exalts us. He says, set my feet in a large place. In other words, he made me safe. That's what he's doing for you too. He's making you safe, my brothers, my sisters. And this gives us reason to trust him. When was the last time you find yourself in some situation where you think the enemy, you're surrounded? Oh, we got him now. We got him. We got him. We got her. When was the last time you found yourself into a situation where, you're surrounded? They got you surrounded. And yet, when you call out to Yahuwah, my brothers and sisters, they have to scatter. Because Yahuwah is right there. And Yahuwah knows. Yahuwah understands what's going on. And in the time of difficulties, he sets our feet in large place. In other words, he exalts us and he saves us from the hands of the enemy. That's awesome. Praise be to his holy name. And then in verse 9, he said, have mercy upon me, O Yahuwah, for I am in trouble. He said, mine eye is consumed with grief, yea, my soul and my belly. So, have mercy on me. Have mercy. The word mercy here is Kanan, the Hebrew word Kanan, beseech. Beseeching is supplicating here. Kanan, beseech is kat, noon, and noon, Kanan. And my brothers and sisters, what is saying here? To have mercy upon me is to show favor. Beseech you to show favor. To be gracious. The beseeching here is a show favorable. Deal favorably. Grant me, grant graciously my request. Yahweh, have mercy upon me. Come from another primitive root, Hebrew root. This is Canaan, properly to bend or to stoop in kindness, to an inferior. It's like high official passing and he sees a person on the side of the road and in need, and knows that this person is really in need, and he goes over the person's sitting down or lying down there in need, and he bends to lift him up or to help him to to have to be favorable to him. If you remember the story where Yeshua gave this story to the rich young man in the gospel, where it said a certain man went down from Jerusalem to Jericho and fell among thieves, and priests and the Levite passed by and didn't help him, and then the man, poor despised Samaritan man, came by, and he went down, he had mercy, he bowed in his stooping kindness, took him, and have favor, show favor to him, bestowed kindness to him, and take him to the inn. You remember the story and all that. This is kind of help to illustrate what we're talking about here, where he talk about favor and the goodness. All right. So my brothers and sisters, here, is Yahuwah having mercy upon him. He said, "For I am in trouble, and mine eyes is consumed with grief." And the word grief there is that is the word vexation. Grief is kaas, vexation. It is kaas is a word here that is used as a kaf, ayin, and samek, and what it's saying here is vexation and anger. He's consumed with grief, vexation, and anger. Job was in the same situation, when he was in grief, as you remember the story about Job and his life, how things went from bad to worse, and at time, he was angry with himself and with what was going on around him, when his friends came and did not give him any comfort, and they put him in further grief, But to be grieved here are to take indignation, to provoke to anger, and wrath, and is into trouble. By implication, to grieve or rage, be indignant, be angry, provoke to anger. And when you talk about his belly here, it's consumed with grief. Yeah, he said, my soul and my belly. The word belly here is beten, and belly, body, the womb, bait, tet, and nun. That's what he's talking about here. Belly, as they be born, within the womb, unused root, properly meaning the hollow part of this, the body, the belly, especially the womb, also bosom, or body of anything. Okay. Then we stop here, my brothers and sisters, and we will come back, okay, to verse 10. But we just want to thank you for being a blessing to someone today, and we're going to ask you to walk with the King. Shalom.